Hi, welcome back to Kids Corner. Love to see you back. As you can see, we have some kids on the set today, and I welcome you. And we have people here from Imagination Station, or just Imagination Museum. And on my left, we have Karen, and on my right, we have Jennifer. And as you see, we have, they brought us animals. We have the turtle. His name is Rubius. Oh, I asked and I got it wrong anyway.
He's a red-footed tortoise, actually.
The tortoise. Oh,
yes.
That's right. You can't say turtle or tortoise. There's two different ones, right?
Yes.
What's the difference between?
Well, a turtle is largely a water animal, so they have webbed feet and they have fins sometimes, and the tortoises are more largely a land animal, so they have actual legs with the little claws that they use for digging.
Can you pick them up a little bit just
Sure.
so they can see that?
And you can see that he's a male because his bottom part is curved in. If it was flat across, he'd be a female.
Oh, he's making a lot of grunt.
He is making a lot of grunting noises, and these things on his back are called scoots. And he has 13 of them, and all red-footed tortoises will have 13 of them. His tail is tucked right in here. See right here?
Why?
See that? Because he doesn't want to take it out, I guess. Yeah, you can feel it.
Why?
Yeah, you can feel it.
Why?
What do you think? You want to feel it?
Let's go potty.
Now see his back feet? See how he has those red spots on his feet and on his
Yes, I did notice that.
He's a red-footed tortoise. Well, all red-footed tortoises will have the same markings.
That's distinctive marking.
Exactly.
Oh, I see a little on his.
Yes, they're on his head and then they're on his feet as well.
That's my suit.
Yeah.
Do you mind? I can touch.
Absolutely, you can touch him.
Oh,
and this little spot on his head, he likes rubbed
right
also.
There?
Yep,
right there. They don't bite, or?
He actually doesn't have teeth.
Oh.
Yes, actually, you could see that he does not have teeth.
We have a little music in the background.
Cool.
Oh, we forgot to turn the phone off. That would be me, so I can yell at myself.
So I'm going to show you guys how he does not have teeth. So if you watch, see how there's no teeth in there? He has his jaws and his tongue.
Yes.
But his jaws are wicked strong. So if he grabs hold of something, it still hurts like teeth would, but it wouldn't like break the skin.
He swallows it.
He does swallow it.
Yeah, just like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really fast.
So we usually cut his food in small pieces so he can eat it a little bit easier.
I also noticed his eye is watery.
Because it's dry in here when it's dry.
As you see, we have all these waters back here.
If we ever,
when I'm dry.
Yeah, if we notice it at the museum, we do have a spritzing bottle that we will spritz. We'll spritz his shell with, or we will spritz the inside of his enclosure with.
Yes. And Ruby is our mascot, actually, at Imagination.
Oh.
So it's Imagination, a museum early learning center. And we recently, on Election Day, had a vote. It was between Rubius and our Amazon parrot, Perico, who is another favorite. And everybody voted, and when the votes came in, actually Ruby won by a landslide. So he is our actual mascot. We bring him on outreaches all the time, and field trips come in, and they always want to have a special session with him, so we do like add-ons and different workshops. Yes, dear.
Is him the beauty dragon's friend?
Yes, they all are together in the same wildlife studio, and they do spend time together when we have them for outreaches and whatnot. So.
Thanks for you brought a couple other from the Imagination.
We did.
What else do you do there at the Imagination for the kids?
Well, we have an early learning center with an infant toddler room and 8 classrooms, and we also have our 12 studios, including a learning park outside that has all different types of things, outdoor instruments and outdoor easels and sandboxes and a greenhouse that the kids can grow plants. And so we have a huge facility, and what's really unique about us is that we are actually a division of the Boys and Girls Club. We're the only one in the country that is a division of the Boys and Girls Club, that a children's museum is part of a Boys and Girls Club. So that is actually really fun because we get to do some really good collaborative stuff with them as well. And our kids in our early learning program are and these are some of our kids, they get to use the museum as an extension of their classroom. So if they're studying about animals, they will actually go up to the wildlife studio and they'll help feed them and learn about taking care of them and where they're from.
How to lift them, like
how to hold them and touch them.
I know you had them out on the floor and you said don't pick them up that way. You're showing them
There's
exactly
certain
how
ways
pick
to
'em
do
up.
it.
And that would be just grab.
So picking him up by the sides and just
on the side.
turning him.
Turn him.
It makes him feel a little bit safer than if you're pushing or prodding him. And then I'm the Atellarista there, so I also do art classes with the kids. So they come up to the art studio and use real authentic tools, and they do printmaking and clay and wire.
Wow.
Right? You've done all of that. You used a printing press the other day.
Turn the wires like that.
Yes, you learned how to use wire tools and everything. So they use all the tools that any actual artist will use.
That's all my favorite things. I would love to do that too.
It's lots of fun.
Yeah. He wants to really get out and play too.
He does want to get out and play, I think.
Yeah.
He always wants to get out and play.
I love that all the symmetrical shape that he has. That nature, just does.
Yes,
You don't
these are
even
called
make it.
scoots.
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 I fell his
And he has
head
13.
on the side.
You did?
Yeah, because my arm was petting the shell on this side.
Oh,
Keep it doing
you seem to lost one child. I'm so sorry. Do you want to come back? You want to come back?
Just put it right here. There you go.
You can come back.
Hey, Kaylin, you want to come back?
Want to come back? You can pet the.
There you go, buddy.
Ruby-esque.
All right. Do you want to give him this one?
Can you? We didn't say what their names are. Can
Oh.
you say what your names are? What's your name?
If you squish up it.
Kaylin.
Kaylin. And your name?
Kiva. Skylar.
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 And Stro.
And Stro. If you take your fingers away so we can see. what
They
you
are all
look
students
like.
of our learning center, of our
your
early learning center, yes.
Oh.
And Stro is actually has moved on. He's aged out of it, but he was one of our students.
Grade.
First
And he's
grade.
still our buddy and our pal, and his family is still part of
Oh,
our
you're
family.
all adorable.
Why you got blood right there?
He's okay.
Ooh.
Probably
hope he's
trying to get
okay.
out. Yeah, he's okay.
Who wants to get out?
Good, buddy.
Well, we're going to move on to another animal.
Alrighty.
And your next one is?
Corny, the corn snake.
The corn snake.
Yes.
Okay, tune in.
All right.
Hi, just in case you just tuned in, this is Kidz Korner. We're here with Karen and Jennifer from the Imagination Early Learning Center.
The Museum
It's
Early
a
Learning
museum in Bristol.
On Pleasant Street in Bristol, Connecticut.
And this is not one of my favorite animals,
Do you want to switch?
but I will.
This is our corn snake.
Yeah.
His name is Corny. He's one of our 2 snakes that we have. We also have a ball python, whose name is Maestro. But this is Corny, who wanted to be on camera today.
Corn snakes, do they bite or poisonous? Well, you wouldn't have them if they were, right?
I mean, theoretically, he could bite.
He could bite. He is never bitten. He's not poisonous, no.
Just when the tongue goes. Blah, 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 blah.
He's smelling. When he flicks his tongue out like that, he's just smelling what's around him. Just getting familiar with everything.
Well, all right. I'll do it.
I mean, you can pet him. Do you want to pet him?
She's like, I want to hold him.
I'll hold him.
You can hold him.
I'm doing it, folks. Okay. I'm doing it. See?
You're so brave.
You know, he's wrapped right around you. I don't know. Was it?
Yep,
Yeah.
he'll come check you out. If you just kind of go like this, he'll come right over, just like laying right on her. There you go.
Wow. Strong.
He is very
All
strong.
the muscles.
Yes.
Wow.
He's another popular animal with us. We have we just recently had an event. We actually got a wonderful grant from the Hoffman Foundation to redo our wildlife studio. And we have some amazing things. We actually even have a new animal, a new hedgehog, that we also voted on her new name during Election Day, and her name is Pinwheel. So you guys will have to come check out Pinwheel. And So when a lot of people come, and we have a lot of different events, like the grand reopening of the Wildlife Studio. We had all kinds of things going on, and different animals, and people from the community came with different rabbits and other hedgehogs and all kinds of things. It was just really amazing. We have a lot of events. You'll have to check us out online because a lot of our events too are free with admission. So it's really a good value for families too.
Wow. Boy, he just like, look at it.
It's pretty cool though, right? I think he likes you, Christine.
Yeah. You made a new friend.
Oh,
there you go.
Look at that. You like really.
You're such a good boy. You're such a good
tongue
boy.
is soft.
Yes.
You see him? Do you want to pet him?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yes,
Is that all right,
absolutely.
parents?
Remember, we're not going to do near his head.
Oh, yeah. The
his
other
Yes.
part.
Yeah.
How does that feel, you guys? Feels good, right?
Oh, his tongue is soft, but don't do there. Go on the middle of his body.
So you can feel that pattern. It's not only can you see it, but you could feel it too.
There you go, Skylar.
And we have
Yeah,
birthday
Nate's
parties
kinda
at Imagination,
slippery.
and they
You
will
wanna try?
pick a snake.
No?
You sure,
Okay.
Stro?
He
okay.
doesn't like snakes.
I'm with you.
You want me to take him?
But look what I'm doing. I'm holding him.
So brave.
As Karen mentioned, we
doesn't
do
wanna
have
go.
we do have birthday parties and field trips as well. So for our birthday parties and our field trips, you can book an animal encounter, which is myself or Karen will come to your birthday party room, and you can interact your group with the
two of our
animal,
animals.
with two of our animals, just a one-on-one kind of thing. So it's a private event that you would book onto your birthday party or your field trip.
What's his name again?
Corny.
Corny.
Corny, our
original,
corn
right?
snake.
I
Corny.
should have figured that one, right?
Yes.
How do you know he?
That I don't know.
Just know.
We just know.
Okay. But it's a pretty color, though.
He is.
So,
And when he sheds, he turns completely pale white.
oh,
And he looks, he doesn't even have any markings at all. Like all of those beautiful markings on him just fade right away. And then he will shed it as one long piece of skin, which we actually have his last shedding skin. It's one full piece. And for whatever, I somehow got it on video. So if you come to
You did?
if you come to the,
that's
come to the
amazing.
museum and look for me, and I'll show you the video.
how old is he?
He's about 3.
3?
I believe so.
Wow.
Rubius, our tortoise, is about 9. We have a Amazon parrot who is our oldest animal, who's 28 years old.
38.
38.
38. Oh, yeah, that's
He's our
right. You were
oldest.
going to bring her, but yeah. Next time.
Next time.
Okay.
He's actually, Perico's really doing really well, learning how to come out onto the glove. So that could be a possibility for the next one. What do you think,
actually, I
Stro?
have to ask. So,
Too much water? You okay? All right.
oh, we lost another one. You want to come back on? No?
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
That's all right. So at the birthday parties, what do you do for them?
Well, we have a bunch of workshops that are available to be booked for birthday parties or for field trips. We have workshops about kaleidoscopes, about Newton's Law. We have a fun one called Bubbleology. And then we do have our animal encounter. So our animal encounter is when you get to pick 2 different animals. And myself or Karen will bring them to your birthday party room. And you guys get to interact with them, a one-on-one kind of thing.
Learn about them.
We tell you lots of information. You guys can ask as many questions as you want. And
We also have workshops in printmaking and painting. So if you want your
Yes.
birthday to be a printmaking one, they could use a printing press and work that. We have all kinds of things.
Different
We can
themes.
actually even cater.
Wow.
If you had called us
Cater?
and said, hey, like cater to something that you want to do. So if you called and said, hey, I was really hoping we could do a birthday party around this.
Yep.
Yeah, we could help you plan that.
Wow. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun.
it is. It's a really good time.
So that's, do you have a website?
We do.
We do.
What is that?
Yeah, it's www.imagination.org.
Oh, Great, that's right.
Yes, so we have easy
Yes.
drop-down tabs about birthday parties and field trips that are easy to find on the website.
So for more information.
For more
Yes.
information, yes, definitely check out our website.
Field trips, outreaches, birthday parties, and all about our museum studios, our 12 studios that we have too.
Yes.
You have daycare there too?
Well, it's an early learning center, so they actually work very hard. The kids, they do a variety of things in their lessons. We're NIAC accredited, and we're Reggio Emilia inspired. So we have a whole method, a whole philosophy about teaching that really has our kids in the forefront, and what they think and what they know and what they're curious about and what's interesting to them is interesting to us.
Okay.
So we try and teach them
We're going to say
things.
goodbye to
Corny? Yes.
And we're going to say hello to our next
Perry. Let me come around and get him from you.
Thank you. Yeah, we're back here with Perry. Would I call him a lizard?
He's our bearded dragon.
He's a bearded dragon.
Dragon. Can we get a good look?
Here he is.
Wow.
Now, normally their tails are a little bit longer, but when he was younger, he and his brother actually got into quite a little fight, and his tail was damaged.
Ooh.
So that is why his tail is
kids don't
smaller.
fight. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Is that sharp? Can I touch him?
You absolutely can touch it.
Yeah?
It feels a little bit like sandpaper.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Now, he's called a bearded dragon because when he is sensing some kind of danger or when he wants you to be afraid of him, he will puff out this part of his neck down here really far, and then it will cause his spikes to pop out. So he makes himself look really, really, really ferocious. Like, stay away from me, I'm dangerous.
Right.
You know, he's actually, that's
right now his spikes are pretty flexible, they're pretty soft, so
you
don't
could
hurt.
touch them and they just actually go right down.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
See that?
Yep.
Did you guys see?
Good job, guys.
You could feel it right there. See
That would probably scare any predator wanting to come after him
definitely.
anyways.
Yeah, when he puffs up like that.
That's his biggest way of defense.
Where did you find him, or did somebody give them to you?
We have a lot of our animals are gifted to us. Sometimes they're from a rescue. We actually we have one leopard gecko, and we're probably going to be getting another one that we just found out about 2 days ago. And so I'm really excited because she's a leopard gecko that's used to being handled. So we'll be able to take her out a lot, which will be really great.
Do you have to find a name, or she already has one?
She actually doesn't have one that she's committed to. So since our other one is a Lily, we're trying to think of something that goes with a Lily.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So we'll see. And then now that we'll have two, also it'll be great for the kids in our school, because one of the things that they do in our school, especially the not so much the infant toddler room, but the 3 to 5 year old classrooms, they will start to actually learn how to care for them, and they will handle them. So a leopard gecko is a good size for a small child to handle. So that will be very exciting for them.
Yeah, it goes out, the stomach goes out flat this way, too.
You know, this is warm, so he's kind of flattening himself out.
Oh, he's doing that.
Yes, he's doing that.
And they said there was no more dragons.
I know.
Or no such
See that? Of course, there's such a thing. Here they are right
but
here,
they're not
right?
breathing fires, thank God, though, right?
Yeah, that would be good. Do you want to cover him? You could cover him. That's totally fine.
See, they're learning how to treat animals.
So that's just one of the studios that they can come up to in the classroom. So
we have 12 total studios.
12 studios?
12 studios, and then of course our outdoor learning park.
Oh.
So we have a playbox theater.
Okay.
And so kids can work the lights and the staging, and they could do props and costumes and put on their own play.
Oh, like here, right?
Like here, you could do it here. Maybe you guys can reenact what we did today.
Yeah,
back in the studio.
Say, hey, let's pretend we're on TV.
Yes.
Exactly.
And we have a water studio, science and energy. They could play with magnets and learn about electricity and circuit boards and different things like that. We have a farm-to-table studio, the art studio, of course, which is very open. So there's all kinds of things they can do there. We even have a kinetic room where they can build bridges and tunnels and houses and whatever their imagination can think of, they can build.
At the end of the day, when we walk into that studio, it is incredible. And the stuff that they build, it's huge. It has tunnels. It has couches and beds and roofs. It's amazing.
Wow.
Their imaginations are amazing.
Wow.
And we also have a design and engineering studio where we have a laser cutter and a 3D printer. So we sometimes will print out tools and different things that they can use to make something else. And then we're working with inventor Tom to try and have some things that the kids can use and program, like their names and different things that then they can program onto the laser cutter. So.
Wow. Every time I have you on, you have more things have added. I mean, not just one or two.
We are definitely always adding new stuff, changing.
It's very interesting.
We always want to keep it interesting and keep people coming back for more and finding more stuff that they didn't get to enjoy the first time.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have readers come and read stories too?
We have had readers come before. We recently had Veterans Day, and we had a couple of veterans come and read stories to the children. Sometimes our volunteers do.
We also have an event coming up in January about storybooks. So kids can make their own books, and they can go from studio to studio and kind of almost make a book of their adventure of that day in the studios, which is really fun to do. And we have a lot of readers and local authors.
Oh, I would love to
that will
do
come.
that.
Yes, it's great.
I do on the show, so if you ever need someone to come and read.
We will keep that in mind.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you brought all of the animals.
They are characters.
They are characters. They all have
personalities of their own.
Just like the children, right?
Yes.
Oh, we're not going to push
Oh,
it down.
yeah. I don't think he likes that.
Gentle. Just wait. Just gentling.
So what do you feed him?
His favorite thing is kale. His favorite thing is kale salad with strawberries and
he loves
red
peppers.
food.
Red food
With his kale.
Eat your kale and your red food.
Kale, and you too can be a bearded dragon.
Yeah.
So when we feed the animals, we often have children or our students come in, and they will observe what they eat and how the animals, how they live, their environments and their enclosures.
And they will help us. Sometimes we get older kids. They come with their siblings, with their families, and sometimes the parents will say, like, geez, I'm really not sure, Like our museum is really for ages 2 to 8, but sometimes, you have a 9, 10-year-old sibling that comes along as well. So we try and provide a really unique experience for them too. So recently we had a young boy, and he was about 12, and he was really interested in the animals, so he helped me feed them that day. So they will help, like, break up the kale or bring the dish and put it in the stuff. So they'll help do it, or they'll work on something a little bit more advanced in the art studio. So we always try and have something for everybody.
Yeah. Interacting with the other kids.
Yes.
Yeah, learning, and the animals. That's everything. Yeah, they're learning.
So that's our main age. Our main age is up till 8 years old. Friday mornings we also have what we call playful learners, which is where we have under 3 children who we set up a sort of an obstacle course, a gross motor activity where they can work on maybe climbing upstairs. We do this all in our kinetic room with those big blocks that the kids build houses out of. So that's only under 3-year-olds. So it's an environment that they are allowed to play around in safely and have fun and work on their skills.
Only to be young again and playing again. I bet you even the adults have fun playing.
It's fun. It's an experience for the whole family. We have a giant light bright that kids love to play with. We have a dance mat.
I remember light bright.
And parents love being with their kids. Parents will sit down and do artwork with their children as they do artwork in the art studio.
Well, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And go to their website.
Yes. www.imagination.org.
And Karen and Jennifer, thank you. And,
thank you.
Thank you, the director and the audience, for coming. And please come again. And thank you for all the animals.
Thank you so much
and thank you all for the children and the ones who are here.
Yes. Good job, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Tune in next time to Kidz Corner.